sports play a far greater role in human development than maybe people realize, because math and science and English are tremendously important academically, but they're only part of the human condition. They're only an element of being a person. Athletics, extracurricular activities, music, art, those are the things that shape a human and complete the person. The lessons you can learn from sports are invaluable. They translate to everything else in your life. The effort you put in, you'll get out. And I think when you combine athletics with these other missions of great charities, of what you can do through athletics, the lessons you can teach through athletics, I'm not sure there's a better method to teach. And I think Jimmy Crum was the best role model in that I could have ever asked for. Jimmy was incredibly kind. He had connections, he had capabilities, but he also had a heart. He had a heart that led him to do some incredible things. Well, I know routinely after he'd finished the 6 o'clock news, he would go to Children's Hospital and he would visit children. How you walk out of there not deeply affected, it would be impossible. And I know for a fact, in talking to Jimmy, he was profoundly affected. But he felt like that was his calling. He felt like that was what he was meant to do. So how Jimmy found time in his day between having a beautiful wife and a great family and this job where he was so involved, and then on top of that, play such a role in Special Olympics and Recreation Unlimited, supporting athletes, being there when cameras weren't there, being there when people didn't know he was going to be there. Very quietly, he didn't really necessarily want people to know that he was going to be there. So any of us who have this role with a huge audience and a lot of people who may be willing to take the time to listen to you, which is so hard to get people to do, to listen and understand what you're saying, we have to take that responsibility seriously. There's too much at stake. I think every person is blessed with a skill. They've got something in them. They've got a talent. Everybody has something. And when you find out what that is, you have to harness it. I feel like what I was blessed with is energy. I do. I feel like I was given an extra gear, a gear to do more, to give more, to try harder. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm certainly not the tallest. I have a tremendously huge bald spot. There's a lot of things that I don't have going for me, but I do have energy and I do have passion for things. What am I going to do with my energy? How can I make it work? But not just for me and not just for them. How can I make it work, generally speaking? How can I further our lives, further our cause? And I think that's the lesson that Jimmy Crum could teach to anyone, is that if you harness your energy and you focus on things that are really, truly important in life, it is truly amazing what you can accomplish. And Jimmy Crum and the accomplishments of his life are a shining example of that. I will never fill his shoes. I'm keeping them warm because you don't replace them.